So it was video game week, and I found out that I really like to smash things. Stay tuned for more. So Jasper's wish came true this week.
We played video games.
All week long.
All week long. It was amazing. It was so good.
So a couple of things that we learned from playing video games. There's a lot of research and science out there that video games can actually help with stress and your mental health. Putting that to a test with a sort of stressful week for me at work, coming home, playing an hour of video games absolutely took my mind off of everything going on in the outside world.
It's why I've always played video games, because it's such an easy way to disconnect from reality. You can find something to truly obsess over and dive into that's not part of the real world.
Another bonus that we found out from gaming was that it really helped with dreaming. Again, I talk a lot about my Oura Ring, which helps track sleeping and looks at your deep and your REM sleep. And because we were video gaming kind of close to bedtime, it was stimulating some of these like creativity neurons in my brain. And as a result, I ended up having these crazy dreams throughout the week, and my REM cycle was like higher than it's been. So bonus effect right there.
I've been trying to convince Katie to play video games for many years. And one thing we found, finally being obligated to do this, is that it actually brought us closer together. We really found it as a time to bond and to hang out and to invest in something. And with that as part of our objective, we chose games that allowed us to work cooperatively. So all the games we played we're on a team together trying to accomplish some goal. So, challenges. This week, my hardest challenge was finding a game that Katie would actually enjoy. So we mentioned that we chose all games that were collaborative. Well, we played Pode, we played Terraria, we played Super Smash Brothers,
Woohoo!
And we played Mario Odyssey. I think for any beginner getting into video games, one of the hardest barriers to entry is controllers. Just being able to actually move that device and make your character do what you want. So finding games that were lower stress, that had lower risk of failure as a result of not controlling the game quite right, was really valuable.
I sometimes have a hard time just typing on a keyboard. I'm not very dexterous. Like, this is why I never went into piano. I quit violin, like just the finger thing and then the head. Sometimes it can be a lot. So going into a game that was gonna require me to be very dexterous and jump around and all this stuff, it was too much. So Jasper knew that, I think, after like day 2.
Yeah.
And so we settled on my favorite game being, surprising to me, Super Smash Brothers. Yeah. For some reason, it was just very easy for me to get used to the controls on that. And then once I learned how to smash things, oh my God, there was no stopping me. So going into this week, I have to say I was a little bit overwhelmed. Jasper dragged me into this place called GameStop. I don't know, it's like popular or something.
It's a store.
And it was so overwhelming. There are just endless games. All of them are pretty high priced. You don't really know where to start. They all kind of look cool. So Jasper held my hand and we, decided on a couple of games that we wanted to try. It's definitely important to shop around, do a little bit of research and kind of figure out what you might be interested in terms of, the category and genre. There are a lot of genres out there.
So my first take was thinking that a puzzle solving game would be great. And it was good for a while. Pode was an awesome game, came recommended from some of our friends. And
shout out Gloria and Steven.
Thanks, guys. But for Katie, there's a certain point where it, attention span starts to fall off. And so when we failed to, solve a puzzle, it's kind of like, all right, what's
I get
next?
frustrated. I get very easily frustrated when I can't win the game immediately. I admit, that is a huge flaw of mine.
So that was a challenge.
I'm a Virgo.
So round 2, I'm thinking, okay, let's go into a sandbox game where there's a little bit less concern about the objective and making sure you can actually figure it out, and then you can always something to do and explore. That didn't work.
Which one was that?
That was Terraria.
Oh God.
You know, when there isn't a clear objective, that's even worse than having an objective you can't complete. So both of those were like, that was not gonna work. Round 3, Super Smash Brothers. Now we get into something good, because while it is a little bit more complicated in the controls department, you can just kind of button smash and make your way through, and the objective is very clear. Punch that dude. And it only lasts for about 2 minutes, and then you're done.
Yeah.
So the objective and the risk for failure and all of that is very low, and yet it's still very action-packed and fun and engaging. And so that kind of checked all the boxes.
So that was the evolution of my gaming experience this week. For sure, I think that we're gonna continue playing games at least one night a week.
Back to Smash Bros now?
Yes, let's do it.
And we're back. Another week.
Another challenge.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Here we
It's gonna
go.
be a good one this week. I feel like this is gonna be the biggest challenge yet.
Oh God. We already had vegan keto.
I mean, come on, that was a cakewalk for me.
Yeah, for you. You thrived in that.
Yes.
I was like, where's my meat?
Still going strong, people.
Still on vegan keto?
I do protein one day a week just because, you know, I love
A lot of
salmon
vegan
and
keto.
eggs.
Oh
Yeah.
man. Okay.
All right, here we go.
Choose wisely. The fate is in your hands.
Oh, Art Week.
Art week.
It's the Art Week.
Woo-hoo!
All you do is win.
All I
win,
do
win.
is win. We're gonna need pencils. We're gonna need paper. I don't even know. What are we doing?
Chalk.
Oil painting, chalk. We can do charcoal.
Oh, charcoal.
Or like
We can have
pastels.
activated charcoal, and then we can eat it after. Amazing. All right, that's a great idea.
Okay.
Thanks so much for watching, guys. And remember, if you like this video, hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll catch you next week.